Land Cruiser leaks continue to roll in. Today, we're looking at a serious off-roading variant in the GR support. Head over to Instagram at Land Cruiser Updates. They're always sharing this information with us, so make sure to go and follow them. And yes, I am recovering from a cold, so my voice is ridiculous right now. So I'll just say that. And let's get into these really cool updates on the Land Cruiser. I don't know why Toyota hasn't just like spilled the beans on it, because we know so much about this vehicle. All right, so this picture here, we have confirmation that the GR Sport model, the GRS, that's what this stands for, has different bumpers and different grills than the normal model. And that should allow for better ground clearance. Well, I should say better approach angles. And that is going to help people off-roading, obviously. So that's really exciting to see. And I know the pictures aren't great, but that's what makes it exciting, right? We have to use our imagination a little bit. I would say the ZX is more like the luxury, almost like Lexus LX variant, because it has a 20-inch wheels on it, has a lot of chrome, has, you know, more flashiness to it for sure. And the suspension isn't nearly as sophisticated, because if we look at the GR Sport, guys, it has the newer KDSS technology on it. It also has the front to rear differential lock with the rear to rear differential lock, or the rear axle lock. What's crazy is we're getting carbon fiber trim on the GR Sport model. Check that out, where obviously the ZX will have wood trim, but the GRS will have wood and leather steering wheel with the GRS logo, and the GRS logo on the headrest as well. Now, it's not going to have a kick sensor on the back door like the ZX model, and you won't be able to get the rear entertainment with the GR Sport model. But check this out, we got some information on the rear entertainment. Okay, so this next image details the rear entertainment, and I'm actually kind of excited for this. So, new generation LC300 will offer an advanced interior design aimed at technology improvements, thank God, cabin quietness, functionality, and high quality feel. Okay, so this is the main screen up front, which is going to be very similar to any other Toyota. I'm not getting my hopes up too much, but check out this rear screen in the back. Obviously, it's very similar to the current Land Cruiser /LX rear entertainment. But check this out. On the ZX grade, you're able to get it Wi-Fi enabled. So my guess is you're just able to cast whatever you're watching on your phone to the screen, which is pretty cool. And if you look at rear entertainment, again, it's not on the GR Sport model, but we will be getting a DVD system. So I'm assuming you'd be able to pop in your DVD in the front and be able to play it on the rear screens. Very unlike the Toyota Sienna that I just reviewed, that doesn't have a disc reader at all, which is instant no buy for me. So now, new generation multimedia for ZX and GR Sport will adopt Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. I don't know if you'd be able to get them on the lower grades. GXR navigation will support tracks for Africa. GPS tracks where you can off-road this thing. I'm not quite sure what that means. Now, this is from the Kurdistan Automotive blog. Check out here. I think this is a better image. This is the grille for the GR Sport. Now, we haven't seen this vehicle yet. We've seen a bunch of other trims, but we haven't seen the GRS grade with the different grille. So on the GRS bumper, it looks like it's about 2-3 inches shorter compared to the more aerodynamic ZX. So that's going to help out your approach angles massively. Multi-terrain monitor. This will be coming for the Land Cruiser, which is no surprise, right? Because there are lots of other Toyota Lexus models that have this, but you're now getting a camera underneath the body of the vehicle. So that is pretty badass. And check this out. You also get a back camera washer system. So they show a 200 series Land Cruiser that's completely covered in dust, probably for, you know, Middle Eastern purposes. They're showing this, and you are able to wash that camera. Pretty cool. Back over at Land Cruiser Updates, they have some differences between the VX model and the ZX model. So really not all that different, but yeah, take whatever you can out of these images for your purposes. The new model will evolve into a one-of-a-kind vehicle with sophisticated depth and something, right? Because it's cut off, so we can't read all of it. But they're saying due to global embargo, design images are not available to the end of May. So guys, we're really, really close to getting official images, official information on the Land Cruiser. We're getting an aluminum roof, which will help fuel efficiency with weight reduction, and new front and rear bumpers have been adopted for weight reduction. I'm sure aerodynamics as well. This is pretty juicy here. All the packaging. Now, you're able to get the GR Sport in diesel as well as the GR Sport in petrol. The ZX is also available in both petrol and diesel, where the GXR is diesel only, and the GXR is definitely one of the lower grades here. Keep in mind that NG is going to mean new generation, and they're comparing it to current generation, so you can compare the safety systems, the suspensions, all the options. And again, remember, KDSS with the electronic enhancement is only available on the GR Sport models, whether it's diesel or petrol. The rest of them, for the most part, seem to have the independent front suspension with the 4-link rear, and the higher trims will have an adaptive variable suspension on top of that. It will be interesting to see which suspension setup that the Lexus LX gets. Now, the Lexus LX could also have an off-roading variant where we could see this electronic KDSS. It'll be interesting. The rest of these grades here will have the multi-terrain monitor and 360 camera. Here's some information on the safety system. So most of them will have Toyota Safety Systems 2.0 in terms of the air conditioner, which is important for the hotter parts of the world, which this vehicle is really designed for, whether you're in Australia, Africa, Middle East. The higher grades are going to have the 4-zone climate control, and then you just have a 2-zone climate control on the base model, but at least you have a rear cooler now. Guys, that's all I have on the Land Cruiser. We have to be getting this information by the end of May. That embargo should end. I cannot wait to be able to talk to you guys about it in depth, especially with a better voice. Now, there's one last thing that is disturbing me in the Japanese auto industry right now, is Infiniti. And my heart goes out to the Infiniti dealers right now, because Infiniti to suspend QX50 output because of chip shortfall. If you remember, the QX60 has been sold out at most dealerships as they transition to the new body style, the new redesign. That model has been gone from most dealerships since April, completely sold out. It won't be available till like late August, early September. Now, they're also putting a halt on QX50 production to save chips for the upcoming QX60. So it's a complete crap show for Infiniti right now. I feel so bad for their dealers. And check out this quote at the very end. We'll be at a minimum 4 months without the new QX60 on the lot, or any QX60 on the lot. Fox said he'll lean on pre-owned business. Most Infiniti dealers have gotten quite good at selling used cars, he said, which is important, right? You got to sell used cars, but like, they have no choice at this point in time. Your 2 best-selling models have just been stopped. So last year was like their worst year ever in terms of single year drop in America. Like, they were down 30%. This year is probably going to be just as bad. It's going to be worse than last year. I don't know if it's going to be a 30% drop, but for a whole quarter of the year or a third of the year, they don't have a QX60 to sell, and now they don't have their other best-selling model, the QX50, to sell either. Maybe it'll only be about a month before QX50 ramps up again, but man, I just feel bad for Infiniti dealers. Get the complete shaft by Nissan at this point in time. It's just really sad to see. Guys, I'll end it there. Land Cruiser, we're so close. Really cool stuff coming for it. I can't wait to see the GR Sport model. It's going to be badass. If you made this far in the video, not subscribed, make sure to subscribe for more Land Cruiser, Toyota, Lexus, and all Japanese and Korean auto updates. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care of yourselves. Peace out.